Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in. So, I had an extremely long weekend. I'm gonna get into it. Like right now. I even have to exhale right now as I think about my weekend. It is so crazy. It is so crazy. So, there's a lesson in all this because I had to call people and vent about my situation, and it literally has been like a 24, 48 hours, actually no, like a 48 hours, 72-hour moment. But I'm coming out of it. I'm going to be okay, and we gonna make it. So basically, this weekend I had plans to actually tackle some goals that I set for myself. And so I have been looking into a master's program and some other degree programs. And it's just really through having conversation with someone that I actually decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pursue this. I have been seeing this for a minute. So I'm just going to go with the flow and trust that this is just God speaking to me because I've been seeing this for a hot minute. So throughout this whole process, while I'm doing this, I decided on, when was this? On Friday? No, on Saturday? On Friday. No, on like Thursday. Okay, I gotta get this done because the deadline is approaching. I literally have only 4 days to, well, 4 or 5 days to complete this. And so I'm thinking to myself, if anybody has ever applied for like a master's program, any type of graduate program, you know how comprehensive the application process can be. You have to create an essay, you got to get your documents, you got to get your recommendations, you got to get all these things going in order to submit your application. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule my babysitter for Friday so that I can use that block um, that my babysitter comes to create, to get my packet together. Tell me why on Friday, well, early in the morning, my babies have a fever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have plans for today. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's a low grade fever, you know. So let me call one of my friends who I know. She's probably going to be like, girl, your babysitter can come. That little fever ain't nothing. So Um, so I call her, and basically she's like, "Yeah, girl, that fever ain't nothing. Your babysitter can come." So I'm like, "Yes, okay, we gonna do this." Then I get to talking to my husband. My husband like, "You can't do that. That's not fair. Why would you do that? Your children are sick. You're gonna get somebody else sick." And I'm like, "Man, but it's nothing. It's not uh this vid that's out here. It's none of that. Literally, it's probably some little bug they caught at school. So come on, she could put a mask on or something." He's like, "No, you know how you are. You don't do that." And honestly, that's how I am. I feel like if I'm sick, if my children are sick, we are going to quarantine from you. And this has been way before this whole pandoroma that I was like this. So I was taking down a whole guilt trip. So I decided, okay, you know what? Um, all right, I ain't gonna be able to do it today. And so Saturday, I wasn't able to do it either because there was things going on in my house. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it on Sunday. As soon as I leave church, I'm going to go ahead and square everybody in the house away. And I'm gonna dip. So now my son has this annoying cough, which is profuse. It won't stop. even know what Sam is. It won't stop. And I'm sorry, I'm texting right now. Let me just get this information to him because he doesn't know what Sam is. And it won't stop. And so let me send this link. So I'm like, okay, I might have to take him to an urgent care just to see if we can get him some albuterol for his nebulizer. Let me send this link for his nebulizer. So I send so on my way home, my husband calls me like, oh yeah, our granddad, well, his granddad is basically reaching the end of his life. So we need to go say goodbye. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it today. And my day was set. So I just literally went through a very massive crisis because I'm unable to submit this documentation. I'm unable to get my packet together. Luckily, right now I'm at Starbucks and I only have like 36 hours to get it together. But I'm praying to God. Well, you know what? I know God is actually going to assist me in turning this in 36 hours, even if that means I have to pull an all-nighter tonight to get it done. It will happen. But I was explaining this to my friend, and she's like, girl, that's how the devil works. Like, you get close to your blessing, you get close to what you're supposed to do, and you get hit with barriers. Will you overcome the barriers? And I will persevere. I will persevere. That's one of the things about me is I am a little resilient and I'm going to see something through. I don't care what kind of timeline you put against me. I will see it through. I will. So that's just my little thing. I just want to let you guys know, if you have a strong desire to do something, if you feel you are called to do something and you meet resistance, you need to overcome the resistance by any means necessary, because that resistance is, number one, a test to see, will you overcome? Not only is it a test, sometimes the resistance is just a setup to prevent you from accomplishing what it is that you were designed to accomplish. You do not want any delays in your life. You don't. And God will see that, hey, you actually want to complete it, so He will make it possible for you to complete it. But outside of that, of Him making it possible for you to complete it, because, say for instance, I don't meet this deadline, God forbid, He will give me another opportunity. And I do have other opportunities lined up. That is not this same school where I have ample amount of time. But this school right here could present me with a greater opportunity than the other school that I can apply to. And the other school that I can apply to, I'm not really sure. I mean, I am going to apply to it because I'm familiar with the school. I attended the school previously. So I have some history with the school. And so I don't mind attending the school. But I actually want to go to this other school. So we are crossing our fingers that, and I'm not crossing my fingers, I'm trusting God that we will succeed. We will succeed. But I just wanted to let you guys know, overcome. Do what it is that you set in your heart to do. And sometimes there is a point where you quit, but this is not the situation where you quit. If you know you are called to do something and you're meeting resistance, overcome your resistance. You are getting close to a prize. You're running your race, you're getting close to the prize. No runner, I've seen runners run races and they get weak and fragile and they continue to overcome the pain, overcome everything, and they make it to the finish line. It's not necessary that, hey, at that point, I need to be number one. It's about finishing the race, okay? And they finished the race. I'm going to finish my race. Are you going to finish your race? Will you overcome? Overcome, guys. Anyways, I'm going to get back to completing my packet. I just wanted to spend some time with you guys to let you know how my weekend was going. I'm going to be done. I love you guys. Remember to like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Okay, guys? Comment down below. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.